All right, what's going on, everybody? This is your man Dre back with another episode of the Dre Mac Podcast Show. We're gonna be kicking it with Cozmic Artz coming real soon on the Dre Mac Show. So make sure you guys stick around and don't miss anything because it's gonna be a hot show for you. Podcast right now. This is the Dre Mac Show. Now, without further ado, here is your host, Dre Mac. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's going on, everybody? This is your man Dre Mac with another episode of the Dre Mac Podcast Show. Coming to you on a Sunday podcast on November 8th. Glad everything as far as the election is over with. And today we got Cozmic Artz in the building. What's going on, y'all?
Hey, how you doing?
See, this is what I'm talking about. It ain't me. This is StreamYard. I swear, before we went on live, I can hear their audio. Again, I can't hear their audio. StreamYard need to get it together. They ain't getting this $20. So, hold on real quick. I'm going to remove you from the stream, and then I'm going to put y'all back in. So don't think y'all went anywhere. It's not on the stream yet. So I'm going to bring y'all back in just to see what's going on. And it's funny that you probably hear me on that side. I mean, about something, they can hear me now. All right, can you hear me?
I can.
Oh, we good now. I can hear y'all. I'm telling you, every time I do this on StreamYard be hating. They don't let me hear any type of audio when I'm clearly talking to y'all before I went on live. So, but yeah, so we're in the building with Cozmic Artz right now. Introduce yourself. Let the people know who you guys are.
Whew. Well, let's see. We're a graphic design company. We work on cars, loyalty cards, web design, pretty much do it. You know, we got a pretty solid team. Pretty much good school personnel. I mean, we
Go ahead.
Let me see. I believe that's what we're about pretty much. We just want to bring, we help other people out to contact these main graphic designers. They charge them like $1,000. We can't afford like $1,000 for logos. Like, so we, form to help, help them to be able to get the
Hold on real quick, because I'm having audio issues. It's kind of sounding like you going in and out. Real quick. So hold on real quick, because I'm kind of missing what you're actually saying. So again, I'm gonna put you back in just so sure we're not having the same audio issues going on. Hold on, just give me a second. I heard like half of what you were saying because it was chopping up so bad. So we got you back. Whoops, wrong one. All right. So are we good now? Go ahead and speak real quick.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm good now.
Great. So we're like graphic up for the business logo and it requires that great. We spending us on a logo from them. You have no money left to actually up at $25. Still got money to put on for. Still got money to put up for markets. So we just here to help the community. Everybody get looking.
So basically, you're just saying, you created Cozmic Art just so you could be able to, for one, be in competition with some of these guys who's charging thousands of dollars just to be able to say, yeah, so and so got a logo for me. One of these designs from this certain person, because a lot of people do that. They say, well, I got this design, so and so charged me this, or so and so charged me that. So you're just saying I want to service the community, so I'm gonna use my art. I'm gonna do what I do, but I want to make sure to be able to charge a fair price for it, because it is your price. You know what I'm saying? But a price that's not so absolutely ridiculous, but you're not still getting you're getting good work, but you're getting at a decent price, basically.
Basically, we can do that. We can do however, I give you $1,000 for a lower price.
Let me ask you real quick, Raphael. Do you have any headphones? Because I'm still getting a little bit of the a breakup. So do you have any headphones or anything that you could put in? Maybe we could get a better audio.
I do.
I want people to hear what you're actually saying.
Got you.
Because, like I said, for some reason now, every time you talk, it chops it up on my end. So I want to make sure that people get a gist of what you're saying, especially everybody who's watching right now on YouTube, who's watching on Facebook Live right now, either through the Dre Mac Show page or through my actual my personal page, or anybody who's listening to me on Speaker Radio right now. I am live on Speaker Radio. This is on Apple Podcast, Google Podcast, Deezer, iHeartRadio, Spotify, really just wherever you get your podcast at, you can be able to listen to the Dre Mac Show. So we good now? You got your headphones.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Is that better?
Yes.
Yeah, my fault. I figured it was me. I figured it was. I do apologize. I do.
Nah, it's all good. So as far as the creation of Cozmic Art, what was some of the inspiration that you look at your artwork? Was it through like comics? Was it through like just art in general? What was the inspiration for the art?
Well, it was back when I was in elementary school, my computer teacher, Flinders, she showed me how to make some illegal stuff on the computer. And since
Hold on, wait a
then,
minute. You said your teacher would teach you how to do illegal stuff.
yeah, she was something else. Like
She was hustling.
She was
She
on
had you. Y'all don't remember? She had you selling crack in school, did she?
Now hold on, the black market. Now. Hold on now. Hold on, that's the black market. I ain't going into that detail right there. But yeah, she put me in front of a computer. You remember the old Apple computers with the blue background and everything? Well,
Yeah.
that's how old I am. She put me in front of that and she was like, get to work. And I'm gonna show you how to do this, and that. And then you go from there. Ever since then I never stopped. I went to school for graphic design, graduated from that, went to school for a computer technician, graduated from that. And for years I had just been planning out Cosmic Art, and I woke up one day and I was like, you know what? It's time to put it in full action. And since then, it's never stopped. It's never stopped. All it took was her to show me a few things illegally that actually made me say, okay, I need to figure out more you know, besides what she got me getting into because it got to be more to it than, you know, few fake checks here, few fake things there. It was crazy.
Miss Letitia, I mean, you sitting there, you're quiet, you know, you kind of just listening. How did this collaboration start? Because I know a little bit about you, but how did this collaboration start?
Okay, so you do know a little bit about me then. Well,
Yeah.
I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but
No, as far as your entrepreneurship, as far as your music and all of that, of course, I know about that. But how did this get started?
okay. So basically, through the music, I actually learned how to do graphics because of the artist that I was managing. Actually, the other guy that I was managing with, he had a whole bunch of graphics, and he was always swamped. And I just call myself learning so I can pitch in and help out, so we can get the music thing done for real, for real.
Right.
And I actually became really good at it. And I took a little class for it, and I actually started working for a company.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah. Oh, man, it's been awesome for me. So, I actually work for Fastest Possible Printing over in Missouri, 3400 Paseo. Um, what I can say about the collaboration with Cosmic Arts is Ralph reached out to me and he definitely asked me if I would be a part of his company. And he actually was doing something that I thought was really good, something that I tried to do or try to get all graphic designers to become a part of is like working together because I mean, not
Absolutely.
every graphic designer knows how to do everything a person wants. And
Right.
it is very ironic that a graphic designer is going to be in competition with another graphic designer because, I mean, it really doesn't make sense. Let's keep
Right.
the practice in the middle and let's all get money. So I just feel like with graphic designers coming together, we can get the work done a lot faster. You know what I mean? And, the faster you get the work done, the more in demand the work becomes. The greater you are, the bigger the group, the better the talent. And then, there's more people that can pass things around. And not only that, this graphic designer may know something that I don't know. So we can teach each other. I mean,
Right.
because the graphic design is like the internet. The internet is evolving every day. So guess what? Graphic design is going to evolve every day. So we got to stay on our toes. And in order to do that, we have to work together. There's no other way to do it. I'm just sorry. I've tried it all. I've cried because I had 15 projects and had 5 days to do them all. I've been through the trials. I've been through everything. And I've also been the person that didn't have a graphic to do because nobody knew who I was. Nobody believed in my work. And I just kept working. And then when I started working, other graphic designers started, they started messing with me. And I think that's cool. Like, I really think that working together is better than being apart. I mean, how
Absolutely.
win?
Right.
So,
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
so that's how I kind of hooked up with Cosmic Arts. I see Ralph doing his thing, and I mean, we just share information and we just keep things going. And it's good to be a part of a team and work with other graphic designers. So I'm willing to try anything to team up with anybody to make this thing work. I mean, it's not always just about you. It's about the whole art. So it's about the whole art of graphics. So it is what it is. That's how I became connected with Ralph here and Cosmic Arts. And I'm very excited to see where this goes.
And I know and you said something that was really big. Both of y'all said something that was very profound. You, Ralph said, "Hey, even though my teacher was doing something illegally, she was teaching me something that actually was going to be prosperous one day in my life." And you said something that was very profound. And I try to tell a lot of podcasters this is that we're all in the same business, but we're doing things differently. So if we can be able to hook up and be able to, share information, if you getting 1,000 views and I'm getting 10. Well, help me get to 1,000 views. It shouldn't be, oh, I'm this, and then everybody else follows suit. Especially, black people in general. We always talking about, start a black business. You need to start a black business. Well, here's my black business. Well, how can I get some help? Where can I get the support from? Sponsorships. How can we be able to sponsor each other? It shouldn't just have to be, one particular thing or the other. We need to support each other. So you said something that was very profound. I got to give you a round of applause for that. Now, for people who really don't know, like, who y'all really are, just tell, hey, this is me. Who are you? Who is Letitia? Who is Ralph? Who are y'all?
Okay, so myself as a person, like I said, I am a graphic designer. I was an aspiring graphic designer until I got all the experience that I have. I have over 6 years of experience in graphic design right now. Shout out to LB Graphics for being my main mentor in this whole
LB, shout out to
I was
Leo.
very, very, very lucky to have him as a mentor and also a business partner as well. He taught me a lot of the things that I know, so I'm very grateful for that. Also, I'm also inspiring podcaster. I mean, I'm inspired to do anything out there that has anything to do with entertainment.
Right.
I am a person of my word. I do believe that customer service is even if your work is not 100, if your customer service is on point, people are still going to mess with you.
Right.
It's like the number one thing that you need to focus on is your customer service, because you can have the best work in the world, but if you got a bad attitude, I don't want to deal with you. And as far as like with the customers, we put in our time. It takes 1 to 5 hours to days to weeks to complete graphics, certain graphic designs. So it's not like a boom, boom, boom. You know what I mean? I do feel like that in Kansas City, some of us, they don't see the value and they don't want to pay us our worth.
Right.
You know what I mean? Sure. And the fact that we are being very, very reasonable. You know what I mean? It's just like, but the good thing about that is the good customers and the bad customers weed themselves out. So, my main thing is with being who I am, I like residual income. So I like a revolving door. So I like for my clients to come back. And most of them do, and I'm grateful for that. So who I am as a person is an inspiring entrepreneur trying to make it pop in Kansas City. That's who I am. My name is Letitia Hernandez, by the way. And really, that's it about me.
Okay.
Like to follow that
Shoot, like, she came in with the birds. Look. Well, shoot. I'm Ralph. A lot of people know me around the city. I'm pretty much, same thing. Graphic design, computer technician, postal worker. Shoot, you name it. I'm pretty much jack of trades. Honestly. I come from a single, mother of 3. A lot of fun times. And I basically I don't I don't do too much. I'm one that's more so behind. I like to watch and observe, get a feel of things, learn stuff, learn what my surroundings is, especially like when it comes down to our customers. You gotta probe, you gotta ask questions. I probe, I watch, I ask questions, and then I figure out what's going on. I'm the one that will have a plan while everybody else is scrambling. So
Right.
if you're all, you ever seen that episode of SpongeBob where he was like going crazy and the papers was everywhere? So while everybody's doing that, I'm the one back like, okay, y'all, this is what we can do. I'm the pressure worker. And it's not hard for me to figure things out under pressure. If you need a plan, hey, come look for me. I'll have it for you right off the bat. You'll be stressing and I'll be the one sitting back like, calm down. It's okay. And I think it comes from, I meditate, I do yoga, drink water, sip tea. That that's the type of things that I do to keep myself at a decent balance.
Right.
And pretty much I'm pretty much boring. Ralph is boring. You know, yeah, you ain't gonna find me.
About to put it way you was talking, you was like, I drink water, dude. Yo, I'm about to say, ladies, he also, takes long walks on the park, Try to give
Hey,
you a plug for the ladies.
I mean, serious though, like, that's and even business wise, I integrate that inside of business because you can't just be serious all the time when it comes to business. You be serious too much, you'll get ready to you'll be ready to quit before you get started. And like she said,
Absolutely.
you working, as a graphic designer, you'll come up with like 15, 20 different projects, and you're confused, like, oh shoot, uh, 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 nah, I prefer to get together with some other graphics, figure out what we can do to help each other out, help, build us all up as a team. Because sometimes, graphic design can be self-esteem killer. Them customers are critical when it comes down to certain stuff. I don't
Right.
like, I don't like that. It's like as much as you write, here come the eraser right behind me. So
Right.
you gotta be prepared for something like that. So when you got a group of people, especially in graphic design, that's doing the same thing as you could come and tell about it. That helps out a lot because somebody who will have more experience than you in it be like, okay, look, this is what you need to do. This is how you need to do it. Now, I've been doing graphic design since I was shoot officially, yeah, I'll say back in middle school. So I want to say in between 12, 13, 14. Don't give me, don't quote me because it's been a minute, but it's been, since way back when. So for me, if there's something I can help, Miss Bell with, or my other designer Aaron, or Rahman, or Mimi, any of them, Jessica, any people that I know, shoot, Princess Slayer, and the logo Slayer, if I can do anything to help any of them out, hey, that's what I'm here for. I got y'all. Same thing.
Right.
So it's that's Ralph. That's who Ralph is. I'm the one just thinking me as the Goku of the graphic design. I and, oh God, it's going bad. Boom, instant transmission, spirit bomb, we saved. That's
Absolutely. And it's funny because I ran it, and I'm gonna tell you the story, well, how it happened, because I ran into you popped on one of my posts, and I think it was probably after a podcast and stuff like that. I think I did, and you popped in. Now, right before you popped in, because you ended up on my birthday, you ended up taking one of my pictures doing graphic design for it. I just paid someone right before that $60 to do a cartoon or whatever. You know what I'm saying, for the podcast. I wanted to do something different. And when I
oh,
seen it, I said, first of all, I paid them the money, then they disappeared. And then on Facebook, I'm like, I done got had. So I'm hollering my homegirl, you know what I'm saying, letting her know you done got me had from this person, and I already done gave my $60 because I'm a man of my word. If I say that I'm gonna get something done, boom, pay you, go get my stuff done. So she
yeah.
disappeared. So I'm hot. So you pop in, I'm thinking you one of these other people, because I get them all the time. So Wayne pops in, so I do graphic design or whatever. I'm like, here we go, here another one. You know what I'm saying? You ain't getting nothing. And then you just end up doing that. And then that day I get the inbox. I'm sorry, something happened. Somebody hacked my account. Here's your product. And then I looked at it like, that's ugly. I didn't
Uh,
even, I didn't say that to them. I said, you know what, thank you. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to use it. You just got, $60. I paid you for your thing. It's now mine, but I ain't gonna never use it. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
And I almost used your graphic in my promo, that intro promo. You know what I mean? When I was doing everything. So that's how funny life is sometimes. You never know, because I could have gave you that $60 instead of that person and put money in your pocket. And this person sending me something, and I'm like, why my eye look like that? I'm not cockeyed. You know what I'm saying? Why does my eye look like that? So I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna trip. You just did that. You did that picture for me. So I was like, I'm not even gonna trip. that's how when you really humble in what you're doing, and you're really doing something for somebody, you ain't thinking about, oh well, I need it like this. It's like, I mean, you do your work. If I'm happy, I'm happy. I'm not, I'm not. I keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? I keep it moving. You always get blessed. So it's good to hear other Black people say, I'm willing to help you
Yeah,
without taking any credit, without saying, oh, remember, you wouldn't have this without me. What were you, David Ruffin or something? You know what I
Right.
mean? So it's good to hear, other Black people looking down and say, I'm willing to go the extra mile and help someone and put somebody on, because the stigmatism or the persona is Black people don't want to help nobody. And especially since we're talking about business now, so I'm going to go into business. Have you seen that? Is that something that's a common thread in Black business, especially in Kansas City?
look,
Oh my God.
you go
I
first.
want to talk about that. So I just feel like, Black people are really hard on each other when it comes to business, especially in Kansas City. And I think that, there are some Black people that are out there burning other people for business. But you got somebody out there like me that's working their ass off, excuse my French. And
Now, you can say however you say whatever you want to.
I'm getting
It's
my
not. It's
work
not
done,
cool.
and I'm doing everything that I can. And like they say, you can't win them all. So you
Right.
gonna have a couple of bad ones, and that's okay. That's a part of growth. I want all graphic designers to know that that is a part of growth. Don't ever let anyone down talk your work because you didn't hit somebody's mark. Because sometimes you're not gonna do that.
Yeah,
But at the end of the day, if Black people supported each other the way we went out and supported the white people, we don't question them. We go out,
Mhm.
we give that money for them clothes and whatever them styles is and name brands. We get them that purse money.
let's see.
We get that car money and we give all that. And even if it is some flaws, guess what? We talking to them trying to figure out what they can do for us. But we ain't never thought we was getting our money back for once. But
Facts.
when it comes to Black people, it's just, oh, Black people is, I don't want to work with her because Black people are so unprofessional and this, and that. Let's stop doing that to our Black people. Let's start
Right.
respecting each other in silence. You know what I'm saying? If you feel like you need to fix my crown, do it in silence. If I made a mistake, please let me know in silence. Don't blast me. You know
Mhm.
Right.
what And I'm not saying that I've been blasted. Gratefully, no one has ever blasted me, but I'm sure they've had their things to say. But I'm such a respectful person that I would hope that they would be able to come to me as a person and speak to me. You know what I
Right.
mean? And that's where the lines get crossed with Black business. That's why
Mhm.
people don't want to do business with Black business. But as Black business owners and also as Black consumers, we need to learn how to work together. We know
Mhm.
everything is not going to be to perfection every single time. You're
Mhm.
going to expect some mess ups because you get mess ups when you go out here to the grocery store. You may buy a gallon of milk that's spoiled. You can't beat the attendant up in the grocery store because the milk is spoiled. You go back and they fix the situation, right?
Right. Right.
Give the entrepreneurs out here a chance to get their things right. And if you got some bad apples in the bunch, hey, y'all, stop messing it up for the good ones out here because we work hard and we put our names out there. And it's not fair to us because then
Right.
it cuts down the other part of the Black community and they don't want to work with us.
Right.
Mhm.
You know
Absolutely.
what I mean? So I just feel like as a community of Black people, Kansas City, Kansas, Kansas City, Missouri, I'm from the dot, born and raised, you know what I'm saying? We need to come together as a whole and we need to stop hating on one another and start lifting each other up. And let's use each other as that revolving door, that residual income. And then let's see how things go. I mean, that's all I gotta say. I'll argue that to the end. That's my story. I'm sticking to it.
I mean, just to elaborate on that, you got a lot of different, different small Black businesses that are afraid to help, share and or, uh, you know, put out somebody else's business because they think that that business is going to strive better than them. But people fail to understand that you share my business, I'm going to share your. I mean that's how I am. It's like you
Right.
me, I water you. Since you shared me, I'm about to go ahead and share you, so that way I know that somebody else knows if I'm not available. Well, that person's a graphic designer too, So let me see,
Right.
because they share, their graphic designer and share somebody else's work just in case. And
Right.
that's the type of work that I try to do as well, because it's hard out here, especially in the graphic designer area. There's a lot of competition. Competition
Mhm.
is heavy. You go inside them business groups and you see somebody say, "Hey, I need a logo." In a matter of seconds, that post is filled with like 30, 40 plus comments of, "Hey, check your inbox. Hey, look at this. Hey, I got this. Look at my website." That competition on its own is crazy. So if I can sit up here and I can say, well, you know what? Let me share this person's business so that way they can get the recognition that they deserve for the hard work that they do. Because what if the person that they were looking for came and was like, "Hey, I want to work with you instead." Okay, cool. But I'm gonna feel personally myself, I would feel bad because we all was working on that one customer and they came to me. So what I do, I add all these companies, these different graphic designers, and I share them up on my business page. Check this person out, they got this. Check this person out, they do that. If you look on my page, all you see is nothing but different, small businesses. There's really nothing else on it. Everybody is their own business. The graphic designers, clothing designers, makeup artists, small boutiques. Shout out Chocolate Dolls Plastique. We had it's so many different businesses out here, and we would strive so better if we just stop the competition between each other and just go ahead and do what? Push that share button. You see somebody with their flyer up, put the share button up there. It's free. It costs zero. It's not gonna hurt you. It's not gonna make or break you. And just because I can do it, don't mean I'm not gonna be like, well, hey, I can't do it, but Cecil can do it. She can't do it. So guess what? She probably like, hey, no, Ralph, he can do it. I'm not
Right.
fluent. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not fluent in banner creation. I'm not. I mean, I may. They people like you, dope, Ralph. You can do this. You can do that. But I tell them there are certain things that I can't do that people on my team. You see what I mean?
Right.
Aaron, he's a better illustrator than me. So if I can't do it, I send it to him. If somebody's coming with a banner, I know I can't do it for real. So I'm not gonna mess it up for that customer. I'm gonna be like,
Right.
hey, I got somebody on my team that know how to do it better than me. Her name is Leticia. She'll help you out. Boom. There it is. But unfortunately, people don't think like that. They don't know what
Right.
reciprocation they could get back just by a simple recommendation or
And you
referral.
say, and you saying something that's really powerful is that a lot of people don't understand in business, you do have to stay in a lane. You might be able to do multiple things, but if you're not really proficient in that particular area, why would you waste someone's time?
Yes.
So I can't, and there's nothing wrong with saying, like, but somebody asked about shoe repair. Well, I can't make a shoe. I can't.
Hey.
I can't fix it. And but what I could do is I can restore. I can restore some certain shoes and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And when people say, "Well, how much you charge?" Well, I'm charging to restore your shoe. Basically, hand wash that shoe for one. Hand wash, hand wash. Then turn around, wash it in the wash machine. Make sure that your toe box and all of that is there's no creases in your toe box. When you get that entire shoe, I'm trying to make that shoe look as good as possible. Well, that service is X amount of dollars. You know what I'm saying? Well, can you customize it? You don't want me for that. I can't draw. No, that's not my way. But I know who can do that. I got a little cousin who could do that. So I let people know that's not my lane. I like to restore. I know how to be able to mix colors and stuff like that. But I'm not about to take your whole entire shoe apart and make you a new shoe. That ain't what I do. You know what I'm saying? But I'm a lot of people try to get so much money, and all they think about is the money portion of it. I got to get this. I got to get this. I got to get this. Where they need to just sit and stop and say, well, is it going to come out right? Can I do that? What if I do transfer this over to someone? I know you want to make that sale, but hey, let's do this. Give me 10% of that. I'm gonna see you my customer. Give me 10% of it because that's not something that I'm proficient in. But she wanted to get it from me, or he or she wanted to get it from me. Give me 10% of that. So if you're getting $40 of that, that ain't number $4. You still keep 36.
True.
You know what I'm saying? When you look at it logically, and when you look at business, one thing people need to understand, and black folks need to really, really, really understand this. White people do this all the time. And we need to, and I hate to say this, but black people need to start watching white business. And the reason why you need to start watching white business, kind of like there's a book called Jews of Hollywood, how the Jews created Hollywood. There's certain techniques and certain things that they do to make sure that everybody still eats. You know, it's not just I gotta be this. I'm the top dog, and all of y'all, I can't eat with you. No, we're all eating, but we got to learn percentages, and you got to learn to stay in your lane, to be able to do this and be able to do that. I got people that does podcasts at Urban Absurdity does podcasts, and he says, "Hey, look, can you share this? I know sharing ain't nothing but freeness, so yeah, I can share that. That's not a problem." Or if they say, "Hey, how with the graphics that you do on your page, how did you do that intro?" With a free game. This is how I did the intro. It was simple. Oh, I want to do that for mine. Well, here you go. Because it's not really big for me because I'm gonna get mine in the end. And most people need to understand when you're in business, you're going to get yours, but you got to understand business and business partnership and be able to, hey, you got to pay a little. It takes a customer to be the boss, so I might have to pay a little bit on this side because I can't do that. But I bet you if we work together, and I bet you I'll pitch it to this person, I sell it to this person, because that's another thing about those learn sales and sales techniques, and that goes along with customer service. You know, when you're selling a product, how are you selling it? Hey, yo, I do graphics. Well, so everybody does graphics. When you're selling it, you say, look. Who's doing your graphic design right now? Oh, well, so and so. How, I don't want to get in their business, but how much is they charging you? You know what I'm saying? Can I see a little bit of their design? Hey, I'm gonna just show you my design, and then you can just holler at me and see if my prices and my designs is a little bit different than theirs. Maybe I could be able to bring you on my side. You know what I'm saying? You're not dissing there. You're not saying, oh, the business is bad. What you're saying is, hey, I do a business too. Won't you look? It compares like Verizon and T-Mobile, or T-Mobile and AT&T. We all doing the same thing, but maybe I got a little something that it might cater to your needs a little bit better. Maybe my customer service is just a tad bit better than what you're getting from this, this over here. You know what I'm saying? So learning those sales techniques. I try to teach this stuff on my podcast. You know what I'm saying? Because these are things that will help you in business. I don't want to go too long, but I was in the cell phone business for 7 years. I ran a little small booth inside of Costco that was selling 70 phones a month. I turned around and said, "Give me 4 months." I said, "Give me 4 months. We don't have to worry about clientele ever again." We turned 70 phones into 200 phones in 4.5 months. You see what I mean? But that was me working business. I didn't talk about. You know what I'm saying? I had to, hey, look, when customers come up, I got to give you this deal, but make sure you tell somebody. The word of mouth. You know what I'm saying? There's so many sales techniques that we can learn, but if black people understand white business techniques, we're going to fall short because we're not on the same competition as what they're doing. And sometimes you have to go where they're doing and understand if they're successful, then maybe I need to take from what they're doing and mix my own flavor in with it.
Exactly. That referral, it's a long way. You sit there, you tell somebody, hey, look, I know this person that can do this. So again, it goes back to, well, if I can't do it, they can do it. That person around, and if they can't, they'll return the favor and shoot it back to you. So it's a back and forth thing, and it shouldn't be hard. But again, the power of that money dollar, everybody want it. Everybody wants that dollar. Everybody wants that last penny. And that's where, especially in our community, that's how we kind of fail at. That's where we mess up, being financial, because we always looking for that dollar, but we don't know how to expand it properly. We don't know how to invest it properly.
You said something about residual income. I didn't mean to cut you off, Rob. Go ahead and talk about that residual, because that goes back into what he's saying right there. How you're getting residual income on the comeback.
So residual income on the comeback is like Once my clients mess with me, they mess with me. I mean, there are other graphic designers out there, and I know that they're gonna be better than me naturally, you know. And me as being, let me speak on this. Me as being a female graphic designer is really a hard thing. Being a female graphic designer out here, because you know it's hard for the guys to really mess with you because they don't really trust you because they're used to. I need a guy to do my stuff. Well, anyway, back to the residual income. You got to have that customer service.
Yeah.
You got word of mouth is number one. And you said learn from white business owners. I've always been an entrepreneur. I've always worked for a company where it was commission based. And the first thing that they've ever taught me was word of mouth means everything. So everybody that comes inside of the shop where I work, I also am part owner in 51 Vision Films. So any rapper that come in there, I'm having that conversation with them. Have you seen our work? Have you this and that? You got to have that conversation.
And I'm gonna just say this. I didn't mean to cut you off. If you haven't, I've been knowing LB for years. If you haven't seen any of his stuff, you missing out. The cinematography, all of that, top notch. I mean, completely top notch. He's touched everybody in the city. Of course, he was real. You know what I'm saying? He was real good. Friends with my cousin, you know, God rest his soul, J Rock from the Heavyweights. You know what I'm saying? So I've been seeing his work forever. You know what I mean? So yeah, if you're not checking that out, you most definitely got to check out LB Graphics and all of that. Him, Roger Suggs, and all of that. I remember they was talking. They was like, "Hey, you come to us, and we gonna put on the city because we're gonna give you a better deal to anybody because we're all working together." You know what I mean? So yeah. LB, shout out to that's my guy right there. Shout out to him, though.
This ain't his show though, but shout out to LB. No, I'm just
right. He ain't even here. He ain't even watch it.
No, but you know, you gotta have that for residual income. You gotta have that work ethic too.
Right.
So there's always one thing about my customers. We're always on that personal level. Hey, Letitia, I need this done. When can I have it done? And they'll break it down. I'm gonna tell you what I got going on. This, and this, and this. I at least need it by this day. What you think you can do? I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna tell you if I can do it or not. You know what I mean? And honestly, with clients, it's not a favoritism, but your residual clients kind of come. You know, they kind of come in where they fit in because you know. That's your residual income. You know, when a client is a client, 100%. Everybody gets treated the same. But in order for you to get that residual income, you have to be stern on that delivery. You gotta be intact. And I mean, that's one thing that I learned with being in business, because I not only am I in the graphic business, but I was in the music business for a while. I mean, we did it 7 years, and you wouldn't imagine the things that we went through. Like, people see, oh yeah, that's cool. They get to open up a concert for a big artist, but we also had to wait in the hallway for 3 hours. We also had to argue with the DJ because he thought we was nobody and we was supposed to be there. You know, you got to go through so many things. But at the end of the day, it's like, don't give up. If this is your passion, this is what you want to do, word of mouth. Get your stuff out there. I mean, I'm not big on internet sharing. I really don't share my work. I really don't hop on a lot of people's posts. But if you see me in person, you will know about my work. You will know everything there is to know about what I do, what all of my partners do. You know what I mean? I got partners that sell Primerica insurance. I'm having that conversation with people too. I have partners everywhere. It's important. Having partners in business everywhere is important. It's very important because you don't have being in the forefront is okay, but when you're behind the scenes and you hitting all the levels and you going through all those marks, that matters most to me. You know what I'm saying? A good business person does not always have to be in the forefront. You know, I work my clients. You know, I do that word of mouth. I work on my residual income, and I stay true to myself. You know, and be real with the customers. That's all you can do. You know what I mean? Don't tell me something you can do that you can't. I really like when you said that, even though sometimes it's pressure because they like, come on, you can do it. I know you can. And you like, no, bro, really, I can't do that.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because sometimes people like, can you shoot this video for me? Can you do this? No, that's not my field. I really don't shoot videos. I mean, I tell people what to do at music video shoots, but I really don't shoot music videos. So no, I can't do that, but I can do this. You know what I mean? And also offer different things. You notice that so and so is offering this. Well, you say, hey, I'll do your logo, I'll do your letterhead, I'll do your business cards for you, and I'll throw in a couple of t-shirts.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? That's a starter package. That's a business starter package. I'll do that for you. You know, you just every day coming up with different tactics to keep your clients glued. That's what it is. Every business is doing that, even the big businesses. Everybody's.
Yeah.
So I mean, other than that, just stay true to just stay true to what you do. Just be true, and you'll come out on top. And it doesn't mean because so and so is way up here on top, don't mean that you're not on top. Because you're on top of what at your level and your speed, and it's gonna come to you when it comes. So that's how I think about it.
Patience and time. That's basically patience and time. It's add on to what you're saying. It's not a bad thing to turn around and rebrand on your company. If you feel like something's wrong, if you feel like something, if you feel like your company is coming up short and you don't know where it's at, it's not a bad thing to stop and reevaluate everything that you're doing in your company.
Yes.
Turn around, look at what your prices are, look at what you're providing, what your designs look like. Go take some refresher courses on things. I mean, I went back to school for graphic design so I can update what I'm doing. And I've been better at what I've been doing. And I've been doing this for years. But going back to school, it helped me to be better the look of my brand, the look of everything graphic design. The only thing I still ain't better at is banners. So I'm just leaving that to Leticia, right? I'm just leaving that there. But other than that, y'all, I'm rebrand. If you're afraid, don't be afraid. If you gotta put your business at a standstill so you can make sure that everything that you're doing for your company is gonna hit, it's gonna smack or slap. You gotta have something that's gonna make your customers say, gonna come back to them. Because, I went to this person and all they did was throw me a logo. But I went over here to Cosmic Artz and they gave me a logo, flyer, business cards, and t-shirt for this amount. You see what I mean? And they was gonna charge me $200, $300, $400 for a simple, word-based logo. Oh no. Compared to they gave me a abstract logo, a two-side business card. They even offered to throw a website in there too. All that for maybe $225 or so.
Right.
Wait a minute, $225 for all of that and a website.
Hey, it's just numbers. It's just numbers, God.
that was a good example.
But you think about it though, like
Oh yeah, you're right though.
it's a lot of companies out here that are charged. Like the other day, I made a post. It was from this one graphic design company I talked to. They're mainstream business. They charging word-based logos for $400, $500. Why? Simple text based. I mean, something that like just saying Cosmic, no pictures, no, great, advanced stuff, nothing like that. Just words, $400+. Well, that don't sound right. Then you look how much you charging for a website. They charging people, I think it was like between $2,000 and $3,000 for a one-page website. Wow, why? What else comes with this? Just the website, nothing else. And then you look at their packages, 10,000, 8,000 for packages. Well, who's your customers? Who's spending type of money? Oh yeah, we get all kind of people that spend that. You do? Yeah. Well, I don't know if I'm ready to go that high yet because currently, right now, although I've been doing this for years, I'm still kind of sort of in the freelance area. And I don't want to be overcharging people, especially in my community, for something that could be just simple that could take me a day. Now, if it was a big project where I was doing everything, then I'm going to I can see it being up in the 2, 3 folds and stuff like that.
Right.
If it's nothing like that, there's nothing to hit that 1,000. So if If you want to spend that, go ahead. But sometimes you're not gonna even get the product that you're looking for. They're not, you'll be spending that type of money and you'll get something and how the way you was feeling. You looking at it, I'm not cockeyed. I just spent $1,000 on something and I'm not cockeyed. Wait a minute.
Right.
You know,
What's funny about that, because since we're speaking on that, like even with the podcast and doing it through StreamYard, you could do your own banner, which basically is the graphics that's above you right now. So what I did was, I didn't want to spend any more money. I didn't want to go to nobody. And this is just for anyone. This is the absolute God's truth. Go to YouTube sometimes and say, you know what? This is what I'm trying to do. Who else is doing this? And then you might look. It might help. But I found this guy, this black guy who shows you. I can show you how to use Keynote to be able to make particular graphics. And this is how you can make this particular graphic where it is translucent or transparent on your streaming server. You know what I'm saying? Or on your YouTube page. So I went and learned, and I messed up, and I did it again. I messed up, and I did it again. But I had that passion to learn and be able to grow. To the point where I've been using StreamYard for I think the last 4 months, and my whole look is evolutionized. You know what I'm saying? Every single month. Okay, I might want to do this a little different. I want to do that. So what I'm getting at is that something that you guys were alluding to. Don't be afraid to continue to learn. I don't care if you're doing podcasting. I had to listen to DLU, even though I don't agree with a lot of stuff that he might say at certain times. I had to listen to him because I'm like, how does he flow his conversations on his show? Steve Harvey, how does he flow on his show? Howard Stern, how does he flow? Joe Rogan doing podcast, how do they flow? How does this look? How does the intro look? I'm talking about taking all of this in and taking time to myself and saying, well, I'm going to learn how to do that. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. I'm going to put it together. This is my plan. By next week, I'm going to do it like this. Or next time I do it, I'm going to do it like this. I'm going to do it a little differently. I'm going to do this graphic differently. But that's constant learning. But that's also using the free tools around you is observation. How can I look? Like you said, you reached out to the dudes like $2,000 for a website. What? Not you in your mind like, that's ludicrous. But I can take that motto. Then he said, well, he thinking about this. I might not charge that, but I like the approach. And people don't know how to. Some people don't know how to eat the fish, but spit the bones out. And sometimes you just gotta spit the bones out that you don't like $2,000 price, and say, well, I'm gonna do it for, I'm just saying, just X dollars. So X dollars is just way cheaper than this, but I'm also going to do this and this. You know what I mean? So it's excellent. I want to give y'all guys a round of applause for that, because that's excellent dialogue for business. So let's do this. How can everybody be able to reach you guys and be able to break bread with you and get in contact with you for business?
Okay, so I'll go first. You can find me on Facebook under Leticia Bell Hernandez. You can also find me on Facebook under Rare Cut Graphics LLC. That's actually the name of my own graphic company that I've recently started about a year ago. You can also find me at Fast as Possible Printing on 3400 Paseo, where not only do I do graphics, but I also do print as well. You can also find me on Instagram under Rare Cut Graphics LLC. And that's pretty much it. I don't have that's pretty much it. That's how you can find
it. And tell my boy Chico I said what's up too.
Oh yeah, you can find me residing in his phone. Yeah, that's my husband of 19 years. Him. That's the magic man. He makes it all happen around here.
Right, I've been knowing Chico ever since I think the 7th grade. So yeah, that's my guy. He's a good dude.
Okay, I'm gonna let him know you said that.
Tell him I said what's up. I ain't him in a while.
I might have to wake him up. He probably has
don't wake him up on my behalf.
Game right now. So.
Nah, let him get his rest.
One thing I want to say about that too, like having a significant other when you're doing things like music and graphics and stuff like that.
They got
Hey,
your back. Yes.
got
No,
your
hold on.
back.
Yeah, speak up. I'm sorry, Ralph. She got to speak on
Fun.
this one, though. Speak on this.
Okay, so I'm gonna speak on this. So anybody that's dealing with somebody that's an entrepreneur, you know, you can't take the heat. Just get out the kitchen. Don't even start nothing because countless hours we're perfecting our craft. But when
Mm-hmm.
it's time for you and you know, me and you, then that's our time. But most of the time we're working. You know what I'm saying? Trying to build a better home for our families, you know, and we're trying to chase our dreams and go after our crafts. And, you know, it takes a lot of patience, it takes a lot of compromise, you know, and it takes a lot of trust, you know. And regardless of what people say, you know what I'm saying? Be true to yourself, be true to your relationship, be true to life, and who cares about the rest? And that's what I'll say about that.
Facts.
Yes, yes, yes. I'm going to get a round of applause on that one, Chris.
It's hard.
Because people when they get into relationships, they get a relationship with goal-oriented people who are entrepreneurs and trying to make it better. Some people can't handle that. They think you whatever. You know you might be in your office for 7 hours trying to create, whether it's music or whatever it is. And you're like, well, you must don't love me because you in there creating. Well, I do love you because I'm trying to create because this is gonna better us in the long run. Just sit down somewhere. You be all right, or come in here. Matter of fact, you come sit right here.
Exactly. That's what I'm about to say. Sit them down and say, and guess what? They'll walk away. You got that, baby. Go and do your thing. Okay, I'll see you in a minute. That's that's how it is. Or teach them something. My husband made his first logo the other week for his little PlayStation people or whatever, and he was proud of it. And I'm happy that
PlayStation people got little now. Them little PlayStation people ain't nobody. Just little PlayStation people.
Right.
Why PlayStation people got you little?
You know what I mean? Y'all PlayStation. Trade for trade.
All right, Ralph. How can I already know? Cosmic Art, you already got your page up, right?
Yeah.
Cosmic Art. How else would they be able to find you? Instagram, Twitter.
Shoot, you can find me on Instagram, Cosmic Arts 85. Facebook, Cosmic Arts LLC. You can email us, arts85@gmail.com. And from there, I mean, we'll be in contact. I mean, our response time is fast. You know, you can even go through Leticia, you know, and hey, we'll hook you up. Again, banners, logos, flyers, business cards, loyalty cards, shoot, illustrations. We pretty much do it all. If you need it, we got it. And that's basically how you can get a hold of me.
Absolutely. Go ahead.
Again, you can also catch me with Cosmic Arts as well. Ralph is one of my newest business partners, and I hope to, you know, do wonders with him. So yeah,
Of course.
Cosmic Arts as well.
All right, Cosmic Arts, everybody, give them a round of applause. Again, this is why I do the podcast, because I want to make sure that I'm shouting out the particular businesses that you ain't like you reached out to me. You said, you know what, I'm gonna get on the radio. And I said, no, you come to my show first, and let's get you started on the ground roots level. You know, and then you can go to KDRS or wherever. You know what I'm saying? But you come in here first. I don't want to hear no nothing about it.
And y'all was playing tug of war with me on that post, man. My arms is sore. I had on the bounce. There's Drake, man. Like, wait.
Hey, I'm good. And then on the bounce can come collab with me. We can do a whole podcast about where I do podcasts every week. This is episode 187. This is 3 years in. You know what I'm saying? So this is the reason why I started this podcast, because I want to make sure that people know that we have a voice out here. We got avenues where people could be able to promote their business, be able to advancing their business, to be able to help out people that look just like me. So that's why we do it. Again, make sure you guys are checking this out on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, on StreamYard, on YouTube, wherever you get your podcasts at. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you check it out. You already know I love y'all for that. Appreciate it. Also, I let all my guests do the last word. So it's the last word is on y'all, because as soon as I get the last word, they already know I'm out.
Shout out to you, Dre Mac, for having us on the show. I had a really great time, and I enjoyed speaking with two entrepreneurs. And I see everybody at the top.
Always. No
Appreciate it. And Ralph, you last. Because as soon as you get it, I'm out.
Well, I guess I'll do my shout out. Shout out Kid Beats. Hey, you got a budget, you need a beat, holla at my boy BJ. You need any more graphic designs, holla at Trill Game Art. Princess Slayer, Jessica Temple. Shoot, if you for hair care products and beauty supplies, look up Asian.
I might need something for my beard. Did they do some beard stuff? Because I might need to do something for this long beard.
Well, we gonna have to talk about that, because I'm trying to get you with. So that's a different story. You know, hey, shout out Chocolate Dogs Plus Steak, man. You know, everybody that's trying to be a business owner, trying to make it out here, especially small black businesses. Hey, shout out to y'all. If y'all need logos, graphic designs, again, come to Cozmic Artz. Go to Rare Cut. You're looking for a podcast that's real, 100%. Holla at
you most definitely have to come here first. Most definitely. I've been showing Best in Kansas City contest. I ain't gonna be showing no more. I'm coming for y'all.
Hey, shout out Dre Mac, man.
Nah, it's all good. I really appreciate y'all giving me the time to be able to interview you guys, to be able to get your business out. Again, make sure you guys are checking this out on YouTube. The video is coming up on YouTube in about, if you're watching it live now, to see the rebroadcast is going to come up on tomorrow. Make sure that you listen to this podcast on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, on Spotify, iHeartRadio, Speaker Radio. Make sure y'all like it and sharing this video. And I'm out. Peace and shalom to everyone.
Peace.